Hello citizens of the planet, welcome back to Monday Musings with Larry Lelli. And this week I have an insane, fun gig to tell you about. We haven't played the gig yet, but we played the rehearsal for it. And unfortunately it's not something that any of you will be able to see. It's a private function. But my good buddy Matt Perri and phenomenal musical director and keyboardist got called to put together this big disco show for a private event, and so he called me and a couple other of his great musician friends. I mean, this band is amazing. It's like a really crack, top-notch band. Beck is playing guitar, who is Rob Thomas's musical director at Matchbox 20, and he's played with Rod Stewart and a ton of other people. And the bassist is one of my favorite bassists of all time. Neil Jason is playing bass, longtime Brecker Brothers bassist, and also a million other big, serious, heavy artists. So I'm just in rhythm section heaven with those guys, with the, it's all disco music, and it's a non-stop medley. There are two non-stop medleys of about, it's maybe 70 minutes of music total. And so we had the rehearsal today for 6 hours. And I don't think I've ever done this before in my life, and I'm definitely too old to be doing it now. But it was really an exercise in endurance and just being able to pace yourself to make it through that kind of a show. It was because those of you who know what a disco beat is, that's what me and Neil and Matt are playing non-stop for 6 hours today. And it was insane. And like, I had to come home after the rehearsal and actually ice my foot. It was in so much pain. I couldn't feel my right foot because I was doing 4 on the floor for 6 hours straight today. Nobody ever does that in life. Who does that anymore? I don't know if anybody ever did. Disco music wasn't meant to be played for that long. So we were all, it beat us up pretty good, but it was so much fun. This music is so fun, and just an exercise in, for me, it was so great. And it was, I played with a click track. I put a click on so I could keep us all really honest and that we were right exactly at what they call a quarter note equals 130 for the entire time, basically. And so I was the only one who had the click track, and I just stayed with it. And it was the easiest time I've ever had playing with a click track because my other musicians that I was playing with were so phenomenal. Like, the time was just locked the whole day. And I probably haven't smiled that much in a long, long time. It's wonderful to play with that caliber of musicians, and such a fun thing. So we survived the rehearsal. I'll let you know how the gig goes. It's gonna be crazy and hopefully a lot of fun. So anyway, that's a little something interesting that I did this past week. Thanks for tuning in. I will see you next week.